What is up, guys? It's your boy ECROSSOVER over here in the Illmindz channel, man. If you ain't ill, you ain't real, man. I'm just giving you guys my impressions, my thoughts on the Modern Warfare 3 beta. The beta ended yesterday, unfortunately, and I know we're all sad about it, man, because this is such a breath of fresh air, dude. And with this impression video, I'm going to go with the pros, and I'm going to go with the cons with the game, and some improvements I think that they can make, which is very little, but, you know, in little minute details, I'll probably give you guys a little bit of what I thought. So let's get into the cons first. The cons, basically, we all know is just spawns, bro. Spawns need to be fixed.
Oh my God, bro.
They're just atrocious right now, and I don't really understand why they went with this system. Probably this is something that's just beta run, so they're like, all right, we're just running it through the beta. We realize that there's like a lot of improvements we got to make with this, so F it. You know what? We're just going to see the way it is now, hear the feedback, and do what we have to do, because they did say they're going to fix it towards launch. I hope that they don't take as long as they did with Vanguard Sledgehammer, what they did with the spawns, because it took them a while. It took them like a couple of seasons. And then once they figured it out, the game was already kind of dead already. And Warzone was already taking off a little bit still. Even with the quality of life with Raven Software, what they did with Warzone kind of took away from what they did in Vanguard. And Vanguard actually played really well when I went back to it. And I was like, oh my God, like this is the game I actually wanted to play. Even though the scenery wasn't the most appealing, but the spawns were way better. So hopefully that they go back to probably the old traditional spawn system that it was in Modern Warfare 2 back in 2009. If you guys don't know that, some of these old maps are literally remastered maps from 2009 Modern Warfare 2. So hopefully they go with the old spawns from there and then tweak them as they can. I think that'd be a great formula for them to use. Hopefully they use that. Also, another thing, visibility is still a big problem in the game. I think that even with them increasing the vibrant, color of the and introducing the nameplate too, but increasing the vibrant red color by increasing the vibrancy of it, I honestly think that helped a little bit. But spotting the operator in general is pretty difficult, especially in certain areas like in Skid Row and stuff like that. Because I think the map in general, and I'm not sure if this is just me as a console player, even though we don't get the great, quality graphics or quality detailing graphics that we do when we actually play on a PC, and which kind of sucks. Like, I feel like the consoles are already still at a disadvantage still, because spotting players are still pretty hard to do, especially from an FOV standpoint. They give us the FOV, but the quality in which the environment is for the FOV in this game, that I noticed, it's more dimmy, it's more foggy, so it's pretty hard to spot people, which is very, very, very annoying. And I hope they fix that. I hope they brighten up the colors of the operator skins in general. Like, it really, really, really sucks, and it's so hard to spot people, man, especially when you're, slide canceling, going around corners and stuff like that, trying to spot people in certain places. Sometimes even with the beige suit and everything, it blends in with certain environments, which is kind of annoying. And in proning, sometimes it's hard to spot people at times, but it is what it is with that. Hopefully they fix that also, because that's a really big issue. This may not be a con, but this is something that I hope that they remove or at least tweak. And I do have, I feel like this is I'm going to save that for the improvement side of it. So those are my only two big cons. I think that's the only thing that pretty much ruins the game a little bit for me. Of course, people complain about SBMM. It's always been there, but it's been cranked up to the max since, I say, probably since 2019, Modern Warfare. And it's just been annoying. Like, oh my God, you do good on probably 2-3 matches in a row, do pretty well, even probably above a 1. I play with friends that they play above a 1, right? Like a 1.2. I'm more like a 2.3 through 2.4 KD and multiplayer. But in terms of just doing good in a match, you have to be put into a sweaty ass lobby for no reason. And I feel like, if I'm trying to play a casual mode, I want to play casually. Even if I'm better than everybody else, I should just be able to play casually instead of me trying hard almost every time. It puts a lot more wear and tear, and I feel like they don't know the con behind that, where you have to constantly keep sweating. You have to keep moving your hands a lot. It puts a lot of wear and tear on your body in general, and you're just trying to enjoy the game. Like, imagine a person that is really good at the game. He comes home from work, probably deals with his kids, stuff like that, hugs his wife, kisses, whatever, or a dude just comes off work and wants to play the game for 2-3 hours, and he's really good at the game for a person that doesn't really play 16 hours, and he gets put into this sweaty ass life for people that play 16 hours a day. And it's like, come on, that's counterproductive of what they want to do with SBMM to save the people. I feel like just let it be randomized. You know, I understand there's pros and cons with that too, but I believe there's way more pros and cons with that. But I guess a lot of people have been getting shitted on for the years of playing Call of Duty, and people just don't like that. I know I'm going on a rant here, but that's what SBMM pretty much is. Like, you're trying to save the smaller percentage of players that are like really, really, really bad, and it's not really working out in their favor. Because imagine one time they pop off. And then like, all right, well, you're getting better, so we're going to throw you into a 2-point KD lobby. We're going to put you in a 1.5, 1.4, and then you have like people with 3 KDs, 2 KDs, 2.5s shitting on him. And now he goes back to the lower bracket. Now he doesn't feel like his time and his effort playing in the game is not panning out. You know, and you don't really know like if you're doing good or not because you're playing with sweat. So even if you drop 30 another game and you have 5 deaths, now you have 20 kills and you have like 17 deaths, and you're like, wait. Did I even do good in that lobby? I know that was long-winded, but I just wanted to get my point across with that, man. I feel like that's a big topic that people really been complaining about for years when it comes to Call of Duty, for at least the past 4 or 5 years. It's been really annoying. It's been really hard to deal with too. All right, so now let's go into the pros. And I know everybody knows about the pros. And for me, biggest pro is movement. Movement is amazing right now. I think this is the best movement in terms of finding a balance between casual and competitive. They coincide, bro. It works really well. Even when they introduced the slide delay, I didn't like it because it was too much of a delay. Once they reduced that to 200 milliseconds, I said, oh, dude, this is perfect. This is a happy medium. You can't spam it constantly, even though I like the spamming, but it is a lot of wear and tear in your hands. Like, again, a lot of wear and tear in your hands. So, especially on your controller, too. You know, you got to buy brand new controllers almost every single freaking, like 2-3 months. Or maybe a month, depending on how hard you play the game. And the movement is just amazing, man. The only thing I don't like, which I would say now, is jump shot penalty. But yeah, man, movement's amazing, bro. Even like sliding and slide canceling, even just sliding in general, sliding and shooting, especially with like the gear, which is another pro in the game. But just the movement, the base movement in general, I'm moving faster. I feel more fluid. Even like aiming down sight. For most weapons, but some weapons they still take a little too long to aim down and shoot. But I think you just need most of the attachments in order to do that. So I'll save that for another video when the game fully comes out. But all right, let's get to the pro that I was talking about already. The gear. The gear is amazing. It fits certain playstyles. I love the tactical boots, the covert boots. I don't like the headset, the bone conduction. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it works. Yeah, like, dude, gear is amazing. Like, I think everybody knows that. Enough said. The gear is amazing. It fits certain play style. If you want to jump and shoot, it's not jump and shoot. You want to be able to slide and aim down sight and do it. Cool. That pretty much eliminates the whole attack stance and everything. If you don't like the attack stance, just use that. If you want to be able to climb faster and do all these other things and mantle over stuff faster, cool. I wish you gave us the ability to I'll save that for the improvement video again. I'm thinking it along the way, man. You know, genius, man. Illmindz over here. If you ain't ill, you ain't real, baby. But yeah, also like the vest, man. Like you choose a gunner vest. You get overkill. You choose the infantry vest. You get more. You get more attack sprinting. Even with the gunner vest, you get improved reload speed, and you have overkill with that. So it works. So it's like 2 perks in one, and that's so dope, man. You got the demolition one that actually helps you with like grenades and everything like that, and you got I think you have another one that like helps you like not be able to be affected by explosives or something like that. But yeah, like. Listen, the equipment, everything, the gloves, you know, being able to reload while sprinting, you could basically do that with the infantry vest, and it works really well. Like everything works so well together, man. It's that people that played the beta, not the beta, the build before, they said, shout out to J God and all, and they said, yo, it was like 9 vests and like 4 or 5 gloves. Like you have. There's a lot of stuff that's gonna go down, man. I really hope they transfer that to Warzone. That'd be really dope. But what's another thing? Visual recoil. Oh my God, I am so happy we're done with this Modern Warfare 2 stuff. I'm not playing Modern Warfare 2. I'm not even gonna play the Haunting event because I don't care. The mechanics of the game is trash, and the fact that visual recoil and everything that we asked for is there, man. No visual recoil. Even when you put a sight on, even when you put a I used a 4 times magnification scope. Dude, the visual recoil now was like, oh my God, it reminded me of the VLK a little bit. I was like, oh my God, this is a breath of fresh air. I can finally see where I'm shooting instead of relying on aim assist. That's why I feel bad for mouse and keyboard players, man. Shout out to you guys, man. I don't know how y'all, whoever played Modern Warfare 2 with mouse and key, man, and still was successful, man. Shout out to you. You did your thing because without aim assist and everything, dude, Modern Warfare 2 was so hard to shoot. In terms of like visibility wise, it was just so hard to find your target, man. You had to really rely on literally, especially with the iron sights. They're so small, they're like obscuring your vision, especially when you try to hop. The gun is like swaying left and right, so you can't really see the iron sight like clearly. So bad. But I'm glad that they did that. That's the biggest upgrade ever, man. Even though it's not really an upgrade, something that they should just did before. But I'm making it as an upgrade, like it's a big thing, and it sucks. Infinity War just messed up, man. But yeah, that's all pretty much the pros. I do like the introduction of like the lethals and tacticals, man, which makes me go into my improvements. Lethals and tacticals are okay. I think that they can improve some of them, which I think with the like if any of you guys know about the breacher drone. The breacher drone is pretty cool. It has its cons, which I like, that you can't just like peek through and like throw it. You gotta be very strategic and like expose your body while doing it. Like say somebody has you at a peeking corner, you want to throw the breacher drone to get them out of there. It's pretty cool, but if they have good aim, the breacher drone's not that well. That's why I hope that the animation's faster when you have the breacher drone. I really hope it is. And using the breacher drone, it was still pretty slow. The breacher drone still was pretty slow. And I didn't like it that much. It's a hit or miss. And I think that if they improve the velocity of which it goes towards the target and also the animation of it happening, I think that could be a great lethal. I don't think it'll be broken. I think it'll still be good. Frags are really good. Still, you know, cooking them, able to do that. Same old. Simtex are good. I've never been a big fan of Simtex in multiplayer, to be honest with you. Like, I've always been a fan of, like, things that, like, I can plant, like claymores and stuff like that, even though it's corny, but when people try to come around the corner and everything, it's pretty cool. Hopefully they don't really introduce the claymore, because it is, like, a very, very, very corny tactic, but I'm just saying something like that, because with the Simtech, you have to be very strategic in what you do it in, which is really good. Also, the fire grenade that they introduced in the beta. Yeah, oh my God, that shit is ass. That is the worst equipment in the beta. It was so bad. Throwing it takes like 2 or 3 seconds. Like, you're sitting there just looking at your watch like, when the fuck is this going to detonate? Excuse my language, but when the hell is this going to detonate? And you're like, what the fuck? And then the radius it gives you is like, it's great, but I wish I can detonate it faster. Like, I hope that they improve it. Just increase the timer at which it detonates, man. Like, kind of do the same thing with like the center. Like, as soon as I take it off, like as soon as I take it out and throw it, boom, and it does like a big ass explosion. Like, I would love that more than anything. Will it create some corniness? Yeah, but at least make it useful or something. Scattermine is it's okay. I'm shocked that it's actually a tactical, but it's whatever. I do like the EMD grenade. It's pretty cool. I kind of like it exposed them. It's kind of like the decoy grenade in Warzone, where it chips you and it actually shows your location and stuff. But you know, it's a hit or miss with that one also. Hopefully they don't introduce stuns. I'm glad with the flash grenade that there's actually a fucking counter to it. Don't look at it. You won't get affected by it. Like, oh my God. And stuns, please don't put stuns in the game, because then it'll be so awesome for Warzone. Please don't put the stuns in the game too, because if it works really well in Modern Warfare 3, dude, imagine in Warzone. It's going to be that good, man. Swear to you. All right, now another improvement I want to make. Listen, audio in general, it's really good. Like left, right, back. Like I can hear it very well. I'm like, oh my God, this is such a big improvement. And I was like so happy. But then the big thing that annoys me to hell is the fact that I can hear my teammates just as much as I can hear my enemy footsteps. It's like, oh my God, man, fix that, man. Like that ruins flow. Ruins real flow. Because I'm thinking somebody's behind me, and then I turn around, and then I turn back around in front of me. There's an enemy in front of me. I'm like, wait, that was my teammate that was behind me? Like, oh my God, dude. And I have to constantly look at the mini-map just to see if anything, but it doesn't matter. Even if your teammate's near you, you could probably hear their footsteps and the enemy footsteps, and you don't know what to do with your awareness. Like, it kind of sucks. Really sucks. All right, what else? The maps in general, I just hope that they make an improvement with, like, the certain environments, man. I feel like there's so many things that, like kind of like in favela, there's too much grass in like certain areas, and dudes can prone and like literally like be able to camouflage himself inside there, which I think creates a corny ass environment, and I don't like that. I feel like certain color schemes inside the maps, I feel like they can brighten them up more so I could distinguish between the enemy and the environment, because sometimes they blend in so well, and it's so freaking annoying to deal with. Like certain environments, man, especially playing in freaking Rust, like dudes be proning down, they have like certain skins, and don't get me wrong, like I could still see them, but there's times where it's like they're blending in with the environment a little bit, or even when they're hiding between a little container all the way to the back of the left corner of the map, where that little container is, it's like a little slot you could go into, and like literally dudes would be dark as hell, and I can't see them through that until their nameplate shows up. So hopefully they improve upon that, man. But overall, my thoughts on the beta, it was amazing. I give it an 8 out of 10. If the spawns were way better, a 9 out of 10. Because all these little cons and these little improvements that I want to make towards that I want to see towards the game, I think the game is in a phenomenal state. I don't think it's even close to a bad state. I just think that if they don't fix to me, the biggest thing is if they don't fix the spawns and the visibility in the game, it's gonna die. It's gonna die faster than I ever hoped. I think Warzone is gonna take over if Warzone's really good. That's the thing. I want multiplayer to be very good, because we haven't had a great multiplayer since like maybe Cold War. Like I say Cold War multiplayer was like one of the best multiplayers I played in the recent years. 2019 was ass. Vanguard was until they fixed the spawns. Then it got better. But then what's the point of waiting? But from Jump Street, Cold War was good. And you know, Modern Warfare 2, that was a beta in itself. Like it was bad. But I have to admit, Modern Warfare 3 is in a good state, and I'm very, very, very happy to see that this game can actually be the one that where, with all the gear and all the movement and everything, if it transfers to Warzone, we're gonna have great multiplayer and great battle royale. Like wow, like this can be the year we have both. Like super great, bro, super great. Because people still were mixing with Cold War and stuff like that, but dude, this game and Warzone, oh man. It's gonna be over, especially if they transfer over some of the movement to Warzone. It's gonna be night and day, man. This is probably gonna be one of the best eras we've had. If they add good quality of life to the game, phenomenal, hands down, man. But yo, man, this is the end of my impressions beta video. I know it was long, but there is a lot of stuff that we had to go through with that, man. But listen, it's your boy ECROSSOVER here on the Illmindz channel, man. If you ain't ill, you ain't real, man. I'm out. I love y'all. Peace.